folks, welcome to another episode of Team Extreme MMA. I am your host with the most, Mike Mahern, and I tell you what, last night XFO presents Fight Night in Woodstock. Boy, I tell you, out of the two people that I went with, or it was three people that I went with, one guy was actually in my corner. Everybody did all right except for me. I don't know why. A lot of controversy is over the fact that when I went to go touch the dude's gloves, he just bum rushed me. A lot of people didn't like that, but hey, it is what it is. Shit happens, So, but I do want to mention that Tyler the Riot Reese won his fight, first round submission with 1 minute and 46 seconds in by guillotine. Anthony the Nightmare Shot won his fight, first round TKO due to strikes. Unfortunately, out of the whole entire group, I lost my fight. 9 seconds in, tap out due to strikes. Here, I'm going to give you a little info on how it went down. I as soon as the bell rang, I went to go touch the dude's glove out of respect for my opponent, He touched my glove, barely. He got me, tried picking me up. He picked me up. I got him in a guillotine. I didn't get it hooked in all the way. Slammed me to the ground. I rolled on my stomach, tried to get my hands in a position to where I could lift myself up. He started hitting me twice on the right side of my head. I knew for a fact that if he was going to hit me again, I knew where it was going to be. It was going to be on my left side, and I didn't want to take that chance of him trying to open up my scar again. So, therefore, I tapped out. I was unprepared, honestly. I was not ready for this fight whatsoever. I took this fight on at the last minute. I didn't get no time to train or anything, so it is what it is. So, hold on 1 second. I'm typing in to a friend to try to get him to watch my show. And did you hear that the Ultimate Fighter program is coming to FX? It's no longer going to be on Spike TV. That is wicked awesome. I seen the commercial for that, so that was actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty decent, actually. Like I said, the big controversy about my fight was the beginning of it. A lot of people actually thought that I could, take this guy, which I even thought I could take this guy. It's just I didn't get a chance to physically and mentally psych myself up for this fight. As soon as we got there, because we were running a little bit late, as soon as we got there, it was wham bam, you guys are getting ready to go fight. You're up next pretty much after this intermission. There you go. We're taking a 10-minute intermission. It goes Anthony, Mike, and then Tyler. Basically, I didn't have no time whatsoever to prepare myself for this fight. So, therefore, I lost. But, hey, my record's 0-3. But you know what? I learned a lot from it. I learned to expect the unexpected. Always keep yourself on your toes. I was learning a little bit of wrestling moves before it was my time to fight. Tyler the Riot Reese, who is a real good friend of mine, he told me to basically, was teaching me some wrestling moves. And unfortunately, like I said, when Tim the Hood Warrior Holman picked me up, the only thing that I could think of for move-wise was to try to get him in the guillotine. That's the only option that I had at that point. There was no way that I could take his arm and, slam myself to the ground and try to get him in an arm bar. That didn't really work. I mean, all in all, this fight was not my night. I was unprepared. I didn't know whether or not, well, a lot of people thought that I could take him, honestly. I thought I could. Like I said, it is what it is. You know, so hopefully I can get some people to come watch. My Ustream chat is acting a little crazy right now. Just so you guys are aware, I do smoke, so that's part of the reason why I gas out so fast. You know, I burn myself so fast is because I smoke. But not necessarily it's that case. It's how you know, how you present yourself with your cardio and how you work out and all in general. So, like I said, again, there's no excuses of why I actually lost, except for the fact that I really wasn't ready personally for this fight. You know, I really wasn't going to do this fight, but another friend of mine, he goes by the name of Big Bobby B. Ferroni, a real nice guy, real cool guy. I actually got to meet him for the first time in person. So far, I've been talking to him on Facebook and, you know, on the phone and whatnot. Really cool guy, stand-up guy. He actually gave me a punching bag for free. I mean, he knew that I needed it, and he told me he's got it for me. He didn't have any use for it anymore, which is real cool. It seems the fact that, you know, with me being an independent fighter, it's a lot harder to try to train on your own because you got to supply your own supplies. You got to, you know, when I walked in there with two bags, you know, traveling bags, they asked me if I was moving in. I was like, no, one's my medical bag and then the other one's my, you know, clothes and my gear and stuff. So I take this whole independent fighting thing as me being on a team, basically. I fight for myself. And what I love about fighting independently, which, you know, a lot of people, a couple of my buddies told me last night what they like about fighting independently is you don't have to fight a certain event or by listening to people say, okay, if you're fighting for us, you have to fight at this event and nowhere else. Well, you know what? If you're independently, you fight where you want, when you want, who you want. You know? Basically, you pick your own fights. If you feel uncomfortable about the fight, you let the promoter know. That's why, you know, I didn't feel comfortable about the February 11th fight. I didn't feel comfortable at all. So I contacted Craig Monnier, or whatever the hell, however the hell you pronounce his name. Sorry. I contacted him on Facebook, told him, look, man, I just don't feel it's the, you know, I took a chance on getting in the cage last night. You know, the doctor even told me that, well, didn't tell me, you could just tell by his facial expressions when we were getting looked at that he was kind of iffy about letting me into the cage. But and other than that, I did, however, if you go on my Ustream page, which is channel M Mahern, you will notice that the beginning parts of the live fights, which were I taped Anthony the Nightmare shots on a different broadcast. It's the same night, same broadcast, but, you know, different fight, and we stopped it and whatnot. But the Mike the Reaper fight and the Tyler the Riot Reese fight is all on the same video. The beginning, however, of the fights are a little black, but, however, once the fight starts, you can actually see all three fights. Mine was actually the quickest, so, I mean, it is what it is. The only thing, and I'm not downgrading anything or anybody, any promotion or anything like that. It's just, last night was so unorganized. The DJ, he didn't know nothing. I mean, when you come out, you're supposed to come out to your song, not something else. And then when you're getting ready to go into the cage, he starts playing your song. How are you supposed to get into the fact that you're going to get ready to do battle if the dude doesn't play your song until you're pretty much like at the cage getting greased up and stuff? And Tyler didn't like his entrance theme because of the fact that it was Eminem. You know, everybody's got their different themes that they want. I brought my own CD, you know, like I said, basically when I fight, I'm doing everything on my own. I'm not with no team. I was supposed to be with a team, some issues kind of happen, not enough room. I'd rather train on my own anyways, because I ain't got to pay any money except for the money that I want to spend on my own training gear, like punching bags, supplies, other than that, it is what it is, I had fun up until my fight. I mean, I should have just did the right thing and said, no, you know what, I'm not feeling this tonight. I'm not going to do it. But I was already there, you know, and what really I got psyched out, basically, by the crowd and by seeing them practice before, the fight. I mean, Tim Holman, he's a beast by all means. Like I said, a couple of people didn't like the fact that he